Why is email necessary for your six-figure-a-month mindset? If you don't have an email list, you don't have a business. You just have a bunch of followers who can vanish overnight. This is so bitter. It happened to me months ago when my Facebook account got disintegrated by Facebook, who said to me, you are accused of cyber security risk, blah, blah, blah. And so now you don't have a Facebook account anymore. A friend of mine who's also an online course creator in the Philippines, actually two of them, also got their accounts banned or blocked. One of them attempted to do a verification. It didn't work. The other worked. The other got her account back. Now, social media is loud, and the algorithms, they change a lot, but emails, they land straight into your customer's pocket, specifically their inbox, and that is not something that you can get banned with. Now, email is also the one channel where you control the message, you control when you're going to send it to them, when they're going to receive it, and you control the relationship. If, like me, you send people emails of a personal story that happened to you on a vacation, it's a personal thing. If I send you how to you use this prompt in AI today, it becomes an instructional message. The relationship could be student, teacher, or friend. Repeat after me in your notes. Say, control equals correct six-figure mindset. You need to figure out who is controlling who, especially if you want the six-figure mindset. All right. Six-figure earners do not chase likes, they build lists. Do not get me wrong, a ton of six-figure earners have a lot of followers. However, they focus more on the fact that the numbers go up as they serve more rather than the money goes up when they start. They never start with, oh, I want six figures immediately. That's a great way to fail. All right. Money is found in the follow-up and not in the kind of post you have. It's in the follow-up. Money is in the follow-up. Put it in your notes. So let's give you some scenarios of hypothetical people who have email lists like me. I've had an email list since 2007. Yeah, 2007, I'm not mistaken. And I've paid for this email list service since around 2007. Could be wrong. It could be 2006. I can't remember anymore. Though my inbox can tell you that. Like, welcome to the email marketing service, because I used to pay every month for an email marketing service, because I knew from the beginning in 2007 that if you wanted to become really wealthy, hit your six-figure and beyond a month, you needed a way to automate something in an age before AI. Now, these are hypothetical stories, but I've lived through most of them, so let's read them. Coach Anna sold the 5,000 peso digital course. The first course I ever sold was 8,995, so a little bit higher. No one bought from her Facebook post, but she emailed her list of 800 subscribers and she earned 120,000 in 2 days. This is not unrealistic, okay? This is not unrealistic. Why? Because in the email list, they trusted her and she didn't need to do any kind of posting. This thing happened to me when I was vacationing in Batanes, okay? I earned higher than this, okay? Because I have a bigger list then. All right, let's keep moving. Algorithm crash example. Let's say Jay has 6,000 TikTok followers. He got shadow banned after posting something that TikTok didn't like. Shadow ban is when TikTok suddenly restricts the amount of people you're seeing or who can see your post. Whereas before you normally have 5,000 views and then all of a sudden you have 200. And that's a shadow ban. So it's called shadow ban because you never know you're being banned. TikTok does not inform you that you are being restricted. So anyway, so he has 0 views for a week, and then but he has a 2,000 person email list. These are really low numbers, by the way. 2,000 person email list. You might think that's high, that's low. Yet he still made sales because email is not based on the For You page. It's based on the inbox. Okay, it's just the inbox there. Okay. Now let's proceed to the next example. The silent buyer example. So Maria thought no one was reading her weekly tips in her email until she sent one email which said, ready to finally launch your business? And then she got 12 replies and 5 buyers. Realistically, you will see that most people are silent readers. In this example, it's for months, but the reality is, let me tell you, people are silent readers sometimes, in my case, for decades. So how do you know that, Jomar? Because I've had my original list from 2007 up to today. I still have them. Of course, I've deleted around 40,000+ people already, or something like a large number. But most of the people that I'm emailing today, I was emailing 15 years ago. So that's the power of the email. And not just emailing them. A lot of them are already purchased stuff from me, so they're buyers, and a lot of them are also repeat buyers. Would you be interested in repeat buyers from 10 years ago? Hopefully you understand the power of cash, right? You respect that. That you'd say, please, can you type that? If you have a notebook, you're writing down your notes, just type, yes, please. I would like some more cash, please. I am not going to insult the people who from 10 years ago bought from me and now wants to buy from me again. You see how that works? Yes, please. Okay? Because it's not about pride. It's you honoring the fact that they wanna give you money and buy from you again. Or the people who they were just reading my stuff for many years, and then all of a sudden, before they didn't have money, after 10 years, now they have lots of money, so they buy from me. Pretty common in my case because I've been in the email game for a very long time. Okay. Let's proceed. We'll be doing a prayer in a bit. Wait lang. And last example is the rainy day sale. This is very common. They call it, sorry, they have a name for this. Dun sa Jeff Walker na course, which I attended also. That course was $2,000, by the way. And that was more than 10 years ago. I did pay for that. And in one of those things, it's called a funnel something. I forgot. It's called a rainy day sale. So this person, si Rico, he needed cash really fast. I may kilala ko dun sa course who did this. He announced to his email, flash offer, book me or buy this today only. And then he gave the reason why, launch, product launch formula. Ramak, thank you. It's PLF. Launch is the book by Jeff Walker, which I never read because I already went through his extremely long product launch formula course. Anyway, he announced this flash offer and then 37,000 closed in 24 hours because of the concept of reason why. Type this in your notes, reason why. So he had no ad spend. He sent one email because he has the list. Okay. He's able to make money. Now, pay attention to your email. You might see me do a flash offer tomorrow. Is that okay? Tomorrow. In other words, whatever I'm offering, it's going to be valid only for 24 hours. And then after tomorrow, we'll see what happens. Yeah. My email list is not as big as you think it is because I've kept deleting people throughout the years. So I have probably, 7,000 to 8,000 people in my email list, down from about 60,000. I erased people. All right. These scenarios, the rainy day sale, all these scenarios I've told you, this is real. It's real because I have done it. Now, I don't want to show you my numbers because I am number one, discreet, number one, smart. Number two, I'm in the Philippines. Okay, I will never show you my real numbers. All right, let's talk about doubts. But before we go to doubts, let's introduce somebody who will help you with your doubts, Don Bosco. Okay, if you have a notebook, type the word Don Bosco. He is so famous when it comes to schools, right? And that's not the point. This guy here, the one in green with glowing, he is Dominic Savio. He's another famous saint. He died when he was young, made into a saint immediately. Don Bosco died when he was old. He's a priest, made into a saint as well. Don Bosco was already a living saint, but when he was alive, he was already doing miraculous things, healings and stuff. Okay? I'll give you a link to a podcast that talks about the Don Bosco stories. And I suggest you listen to it with your kids, especially in the car because you guys have no choice. And it's really fun because it's somebody telling stories. It's a YouTube channel at the same time it's a podcast. So if you have children or you want to learn more about the saints in the least painful way, which is listening, let me know in the chat. So I'll give you the link to the podcast about Don Bosco. But let's do a prayer to Don Bosco, father and teacher of the youth. All right, ready, guys? Do a prayer. Docile to the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Docile to the gifts of the Spirit and open to the reality of your times, you were for the young, especially the little ones and the poor, a sign of love and the special care of God. Be our guide as we walk the path of friendship with the Lord Jesus so that we may discover in Him and in His gospel the meaning of our lives and the source of true happiness. Help us to respond with generosity to the vocation which we have received from God, so that in daily life we may be builders of communion and may collaborate with enthusiasm and communion with the whole church in creating a civilization of love. Obtain for us the grace of perseverance in living a high standard of Christian life, according to the spirit of the Beatitudes, and grant that, guided by Mary, help of Christians, we may one day be with you in the great family of heaven. Amen. So, Don Bosco, your answer is pray for us. Pray for us. It is my habit to explain at least one word whenever we make these complicated prayers. So, what am I going to explain? Wala namang mahirap dito the word, no? Okay, here it is. I don't have to explain it, I'll just emphasize it. We pray that God will give us the perseverance, called grace of perseverance. If you have a notebook, write it down. Because we need to persevere not to make money, but in living a high standard of Christian life. High standard. Not just a Christian life, not just, oh yeah, I'm a Catholic, but I don't believe the Vatican should say something about my bedroom. You know what I mean by bedroom? Who they want to have sex with is their business. It's not the Vatican or the Pope's business. But they say they're Catholic. We don't want that. We want the grace of perseverance in living a high standard of Christian life. Why? Because we know money is vanity. Money is fleeting. And though you can use money to give away to the poor when you are so fabulously rich, you should be giving to the poor right now while you're not fabulously rich. Take it from me, I know. The habit you make while you're small and you think you're poor would be the same habit you'd make when you become six-figure earners. Okay? So you probably should, Now talk about six-figure income doubts. This is a very short part. Okay, I hope you enjoy this. Okay, so first doubt that we want to talk about. Number one, Jomar, people don't read emails anymore. How many of you are saying this? Quickly, the right kinds of people will still read. Your buyers would check their emails because the emails is where you find your delivery has been delivered. Your order has been delivered. Your payment did not succeed. They read their emails for very important financial decisions. So that's where you're going to go. Right? If you want buyers who are ready to spend, you inform them by email, right? Now, you know that social media entertains, right? It's so hard to convert people in social media, but email converts. Jomar, what is convert? Convert equals cash. Can you type it in? Or if you have notes, take notes. Convert equals cash. When a human, a marketer, a business person says, hey, is your website converting? That means is it making money? Okay. Hi. Doubt number two, I do not have time to write emails. Hey, yay, do you recognize this one? Somebody said this earlier. Congratulations, I don't have time for emails. The answer is, then you do not have time to make your extra cash. That's it. Because a good email with AI takes 10 minutes with AI. And you're not really used to it. It takes 10 minutes. But it can earn for weeks or months or years, depending on how you use it, using automation. Because there is such a thing as a campaign in the system I'm going to show you in a bit. That when you work once on the email, which you ask AI to fix anyway, you don't know how to write, you just put in your ideas like junk, and then you say, AI, write for me an email like this. And then you can earn for you many times. Okay. This only works if you put it in an email campaign. What is a campaign? A series of, let's say, 20 emails, convincing people, number one, example, to download this worksheet, which is a YouTube introduction worksheet. You're asking them to download this YouTube worksheet, and then the 20 emails are just telling them, hey, have you seen the worksheet? Hey, you should apply number one, apply number two. Hey, if you didn't download it yet, maybe I can tell you about number three here. And at the middle and towards the end of that email sequence, you're selling something, perhaps something more expensive than just 10,000 pesos. That's how an email works for you. You create it, it's just 20 emails, so 10 minutes per email, and then it's going to keep working for you until you say stop. That's essentially it. It is a non-complaining employee. All right. Doubt number three, I am not a good writer. You already know the answer. It is AI. And if you're not a good writer, please accept the fact that it's good. People hate formal, perfect emails. You need to write the way you talk. Anyway, today's world of AI, real always beats fancy. When I answer people in Reddit, have you heard of this website, Reddit? One of the big sources of information of AI is Reddit. When I write for Reddit, I make sure I have a lot of wrong spellings. Sorry, wrong formatting, not spellings. Why? So they know what? That I'm not an AI. So I'm going to show you a post I made in Reddit right now to get you an idea of I am not afraid to create incomplete sentences because it makes people feel, oh, this is a real person. So I'm responding to somebody who said, are saints, Catholic saints, are they demon hunters? And I responded to this guy. Notice that I did not end properly. It's ... This is not a sentence, actually, Saint Hilarion. Now, if you're looking for a saint who's a demon hunter, that's probably him. Because if you read the accounts, he'd go to desert caves known to be infested by demons and drive them away. But mostly he just wants to be alone, hermit. But they come and bug him, so they drive him. So he is an exorcist, Saint Hilarion. He is from the time after Jesus was crucified and ascended. It's still during the time of the Roman Empire. So these are people who mostly stay in the deserts of Egypt. That's why they are hermits, because if the empire found out, they will kill them. So they're like hiding in the desert, okay? Plus, they really wanted to be alone so they can worship God and just be with God. That's what hermits or monks do. Okay, so that's how I answered in Reddit, and I have 5 ups up. Do you see this 5 thingy? That's a 5 up vote, so which means people like what I answered. Okay, they like what I answered. And then let me show you another one. Is that okay? Hopefully it's okay. I have this one is an extremely long answer that I made for somebody whose sister is bringing a guy home for months, obviously doing something in the bedroom, and the parents don't even know the guy. So this is the problem of the girl in Reddit. And this is my answer. Okay, look at my answer. And so this is just like an email. I just put it in Reddit, but I will definitely put that in an email. And look at my formatting. Do you see my formatting? Is it perfect, the formatting? Or is it like, okay, wrong capitalization, wrong grammarian? It's like incomplete sentences. Yes? Yes. Is this even Tagalog here? Because the girl was Filipino. So this is why I say that it's very good that you are not good at writing, because people hate the formal anyway. And they like real versus fancy. All right, let's now talk about your fears. Are you learning anything? Hopefully. What if people unsubscribe? Because to have an email list, you need to get people to enter their email address so they subscribe to your newsletter. So if you in your notes type the word newsletter equals mine, okay? Because if you don't have a newsletter, you are not even ready to earn 6 figures online, because you don't have the equipment for it. You do not prepare to have a viral video or a viral YouTube, whatever. You just tell them to enter your email address. Now, what if they unsubscribe? This is your response. Let them unsubscribe, because if they leave there, they were never going to buy anyway. For instance, earlier there was a foreigner, also non-Filipino, who joined us because I posted this in LinkedIn. Some people who aren't Filipinos are here. So I think she joined us and immediately bounced, which she left. Maybe because she said, oh, this is too basic for me. Or maybe because, oh, he's not American. Maybe she's not a buyer. So I just leave them. They were never going to buy from you. So every unsubscribe sharpens your list, because you just really want to talk to buyers. Yes, type the word in your brain and in your notes. I love talking to buyers, and not wasting your time on browsers only. Browsers. Remember, browsers are those that in the store, they just look around. Sometimes we do that in a Catholic bookstore. There's a Catholic bookstore which we love. We normally go there just to browse. And we leave frustrated. Why? Because we would like to buy something, but there's nothing we like to buy. So we just go there. The guard looks at us. We spend 1 hour, and there's a lot of us, but none of us buy. Sometimes we buy a small thing, a really small thing. But we're browsers. We're really buyers, but they are not selling what we want. So that's a problem there. Okay. Yeah. Now let's do fear number 2. What if you annoy people? So what's that? Now, if you want to annoy people, all you need to do is do what the big corporations do with their email list, which is, hey, buy now. Have you seen the online shopping platform emails that they send you every day? You know, the Amazons of the world, the Lazadas and Shoppees of the world. Are you happy to open their emails? Repeat after me. No, we're not. Why? Because it's always buy now. Here's a promo. Buy now. Here's a promo. Oh, people hate that. So what you must do is tell stories. Jomar, I don't know how to tell stories. You do. You can create a disjointed story, an incoherent story, a weird story, and ask AI, sorry, this is what I can do. Make this into a funny story. Make this make sense. Give tips. Jomar, I don't know some tips. Then you're in the wrong place. Whatever expertise or experience you've done, you've had, give tips if that's your topic for your newsletter. Okay. So Jomar, what topic? What are you talking about? Yeah. Because if you're selling something, like say you're selling these expensive eyeglasses, right? Eyeglasses are not supposed to be expensive if you go to Mercury Drug, but they sell it really expensive nowadays. So what would be your topic? Is it eyeglasses or is it eye safety? Maybe eye safety. Maybe old age. That's your topic. So you give them tips, you tell them stories, then you make them laugh sometimes. Okay. In email, you can do that. I am not funny, Jomar. I'm not funny, but I can like copy paste some jokes and put it in my email. Why not? Okay. So what happens is people look forward to your emails because you're serving first and you're not selling. Then I have been accused of doing this, and I am proud to say that very good to myself. Did you know that one of the big accusations people have against me is that I sell? They would say it this way. Listen to this guy, Jomar. He's going to sell a website. So what is wrong with selling? Especially if you're on stage, what's wrong? Nothing. What is wrong with selling if you're an entrepreneur? Nothing. It's perfect. What is wrong if you're an entrepreneur, you don't know how to sell? By next week, you're no longer an entrepreneur. That's how it works. No selling equals be an employee. Learn to sell, learn to earn big. Maybe you can be an entrepreneur. So if anybody tells you selling is evil, it depends on who's selling. Okay? If you're promising the world and you're giving the world, fine. That's why in whatever course I make, I have a 365-day happy clients guarantee. And the last time I ever gave a refund was yesterday. And I didn't really think about it because I've been giving these guarantees since 2008. You see, selling is not a problem. Selling is not evil. You should learn how to sell. Every business owner will tell you that. Okay, what if nobody replies to my emails? Oh, that's okay. Silence doesn't mean no, because people will read. And the reason why you use software, I'm going to show you now, the software, is you want to know if people are reading or not, because sending by Gmail, Yahoo will never give you stats how many people read. So with that said, let's go take a look at the email software. Yes, if you're listening to this live, please show some fake excitement by saying, yay, a demonstration. But you should not, you already know, no, this is all about mindset more than skills, because when you see the demonstration, you're gonna see, oh, so that's how it works. Okay, so let me just, I'm gonna open up a live email thingy so you can see what happens inside. All right, then we're gonna open up something that's not live. Okay, all right, this is the email newsletter. Check it out, babes. So this is the system that we're using. Okay, I'll give you the link to the system to create this thing. I'll teach you in the upcoming workshops how to actually execute this for free. I'll teach you how to do this for free. And I want to show you what you don't have if you just use email, Gmail. All right, here, you see this beside me? How many people opened it? 98 people. Oh, that's the email I sent just now. This email has only been sent 45 minutes ago. It's sent to 2,000 people, 2,455 people. Okay, only. I have more than one account for this, so this is just one account. And 19 people opened it, nobody replied, and now 17 people clicked on it, 0.69%. Okay, 7 people clicked on it. Now, these numbers are really low because it's only been 45 minutes, since I sent that. You get me? So if you're sending by this system, what would be your average number of clicks? And you'll also know what would be your average number of opens, how many people are opening your email. Let's go to the old ones here. So these are old ones, old emails. And you can see from the old email, the average number of people opening my email is 16%. See that? Yeah, it's about 2,000 people. And the average number of clicks is less than 1%. See that? Number of clicks, at least in this list. Okay, there's another list, a bigger one. So these statistics are there to tell you, okay, people are opening, okay, people are clicking. And based on the number of clicks and the number of opens, I know if this is a good email or a bad email. Yes, something you cannot do when you're using a system that's not designed to track. Okay, in the chat room, I put the link to the actual system that I'm using. All right, let me now demonstrate to you what it looks like if you were to send an email. Is that okay? Now, it's pretty fast to do that, but just so that you can see what it looks like. So you go to email up there, see the email, and then you click on newsletter. Now you can click on create. Great. And behind me would be these blanks. Okay, there it is. So it means create a newsletter. Notice how many newsletters I've ever done. This is a brand new system, so it's 359 emails that I've created, set to be sent. Now, what's the subject here? Where do you find the subject? The answer is 2 letters. Do you know the answer? 2 letters helps you figure out the subject. Well, what is that? What 2 letters help you figure out the subject? The answer is copywriting, but 2 letters help you figure out the best subject ever is called AI. Okay, what's your name? Thank you, Juliet. And what's your sender email address? Notice the sender email address, that's not a Gmail. See that? That is a private custom email, jomar@jhilar.com. I purchased that. I purchased 2 things there. I purchased J Hilario name, and I purchased the email address. the Jomar at J Hilario. So those are two purchases. Now they're super cheap purchases, around 1,000 pesos a year. Okay. In your notes, type the word super cheap to get started in email marketing because it's about 1,000 pesos a year. That's like when you're paying ChatGPT 1,000 pesos a month. That's more expensive. When you're paying YouTube Premium, the family plan, you'll be paying 500 plus a month. So in 2 months, you've already gone over your expenses. In other words, a business with an email will be spending 1,000 pesos a year. That would be $20 for you Americans and foreigners just to get started with this system. Because the system that I've put in the chat, this is a free system, right? It's free. Okay. So there's a subject that I get from the chat GPT or something, and there's a sender. Now, for fun, I'll go open chat GPT and then I'll go find a subject. Yes, I already did this, so it's gonna give me my subject. It's just here somewhere. I'll just look for create a brand look with AI. That's the subject, and I'm gonna put it here. And there it is. Create a brand. Now I did not create the subject; it was made by AI, obviously. Then I'm now going to click on save. Okay, and there it is. Create a brand look with AI. Press it again to open up the email, and then here's your demo, dudes. Do you see this click to classic editor? So I click on it, and it becomes a super plain looking email. Okay, I'm old school, so I write like this, like Microsoft Word. Okay, so if you cannot see that, I will try to give you a better version of that. There it is. Okay, hopefully you can see this better. So that's the email, and this is the blank where you put the message. And where's the message gonna come from, guys? Here at the bottom in my chat GPT. All I need to do in the chat GPT is what? I will just say, make me a short email to invite people to this mini webinar. Yan. And create your brand with AI free. So this is our topic for next week, or next session, sorry, which is probably going to happen Saturday night, or maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. So here it is, make me a short email to invite people, and it's still cooking, so we'll wait for it later. So that's how come it knows what to do, because I already talked to it earlier in this one here. I already flashed, oh, these are the stuff I want to do, blah, blah, blah. I already did this earlier in between my washing of the dishes. So this is a really long thread with email, with AI. So at the end, it's not behaving. So let me just copy this. It's not working, so I'm going to refresh this. Now, do you know I have an email bonus event happening this Saturday night? Do you know that? I'm going to just put this in here. I have a bonus email. I have a bonus AI event happening this Saturday night at 8 p.m. Are you interested? Why is it bonus? Because it's part of another course. Okay, it's a bonus. Anyway, so okay, here's the email. Let's say I'm happy with that. No, okay. So I'll just copy this and copy that, right? And then copy that and plug it in here. Pasty paste, okay? Then I'm gonna put in my name because obviously, right? Then let's say I've read it already, and it gave me a better title, so I'm gonna copy the title as well. Yeah. So it's not Saturday. This thing is happening probably tomorrow night. Are you guys game tomorrow night? What time do you like? Tell me. I can accommodate you. Just tell me. This Thursday night. 10 p.m. Right? I don't know. Okay. So that's the email. Let me unzoom it a little bit there. The name here is incorrect, so you can just put in. You want 8 p.m. Okay, fine. Name. Where's the name? The name here is substitution. You can plug in the name of the person if you have the name. If you collected the name of your prospect. I don't, but if you did, you can plug in the name there. So that's what the AI made. It says 8 p.m. on free live, not Saturday, tomorrow, Thursday. So Zane said Thursday, so let's do a Thursday 8 p.m. So we're gonna talk about brand tomorrow. Part of the six-figure reserve your spot. Now there's no reserve your spot now is watch this magical thing that will happen because I have tons of shortcuts on my computer. Ay, napahiya ako. Naka-off. Lagi nag-off yun mag-isa. Let's do a shortcut. There you go. Thank you. So that's the registration. That's the This is also using the same system. I'll teach you how to do this. Okay. So this is email catcher. So let me show you where it goes to something called an email catcher, which means I want people to register. So it goes to this one here. This email catcher was also created using the same system, the email system. What does it do? It asks people to plug in their email address with the promise. Everything here is AI generated. The image is AI generated. The text there, they're all AI generated, obviously after conversing with AI for a long time. And then this is not just any simple website. It just asks for an email address. So whenever I have another installation of the 6-figure, they will know it. That's why you're here, because you were informed by email that there is a show. And let's try to do 8 p.m. tomorrow. Anyway, this is where it goes. And let's go back to the demo. If I can find it. Wait, I can't find the demo. What was the last thing we did? There you go. Okay. So it goes there. Notice that even before you can make an email that makes sense, you need to do what? This one. See that? So email marketing is not just sending emails. You need to be able to make this one. Now I teach how to do this in my 3 and 2X Launchpad. It's happening in September 4, 5, and 6. It's priced really affordable. It's 3 nights. You'll learn all about how to make these things. This is called a client getting website, this one here. All right. The purpose of that client getting website, which creates something, it doesn't make something like this. In that course, we make a longer version. Technically it's called a sales page. That's what you call it, a sales page. But I call it a client getting website because that's the purpose of the website. So if you want to learn quickly in 3 nights how to make these long sales pages that a lot of your 6-figure, 7-figure income people use, okay, then you should join me in September 4, 5, and 6. Now, I'm announcing this now because that course, or that workshop, actually, it's not an info workshop. We're going to build something in the 3 nights. That has a pre-launch phase. In other words, once you join us, you're going to be doing something every day until it's September 4, 5, and 6. And one of the things you're going to be doing is this Saturday, there's a bonus, the AI sessions. Okay. So that's the bonus there. So you can learn how to do this extremely short email catcher for free from me in one of my shows here, or you can learn how to make these extremely long ones and learn all of them in 3 days so you can immediately execute for your business. Okay. You don't have to wait for my installation of these shows. Anyway, so this is the email. Now, it doesn't have to have the link like this. It could just be a story, okay. But in this example, I gave it a link because it's real. This is real. This is not a sample. This is real. It's happening on Thursday, tomorrow, and I will send this, right? So that's the email itself. And then if you look around here, that's my name. That's the email address. You can even put attachments, but I'm not going to put any. And it's going to send to everyone. I can just select all. That's everyone. These are tags. And I normally exclude some people that say they don't like me. So don't send. And then exclude. Where's my exclusion? I can't remember. I have an exclusion list. Anyway, where is the exclusion list? Let me see. What's an exclusion list, Jomar? That's because some people you don't want to send something to people. There are certain people you don't really want to send your email to, believe it or not, and you have to exclude them, right? I don't remember. Ayan, no marketing emails. It's from my old system in Teachable. So there are some people who was with me during my Teachable days. That's a different platform. And they don't want to hear any marketing emails from me. So I don't send it to them anymore. And so what's next? I think we're done. I'm going to change the size to normal. Ayan. And okay, we're done. We can send it now. You guys ready to send it? It's above my head. There is a send and test. So I'll do a send and test. So it's going to ask me for an email to send it to. So I'll just confirm that. So I won't send it to everyone yet. I can just show you that it will appear in my inbox here. So you can see how it works. And yeah, it's already there. See that? It's so fast. It's so fast. There it is. Create a brand new look with AI. We webinar this Thursday. I don't have first name, so it doesn't work. So I normally don't put that. Want your brand to look pro without hiring a designer? You join us this Thursday, 8 p.m. for a free live webinar. Create a brand look with AI. Make a logo in minutes. Choose your brand color. See how it fits your website and funnel. You see it done live. Perfect for coaches, freelancers, blah, blah, blah. And there is this link. Okay. So that's how you send an email. Jomar, that was complicated email sending. Would you like to see me send an email that is not complicated? You say yes, I'll give you another demo. Because I do commit that this series is not just about mindset, but also about teaching you skills, just real skills. Do you want a demo of? All right, thank you so much for answering. We are now going to create a demo you're going to see a demo for me sending a story email. This one, I'll probably send right now. Okay. So here we go back to the create newsletter, and there's again, what subject would you like? Now, I already have something to send, so I'll just copy it here. Now, this one, I wrote it myself because I was reading a book about Saint John Marie Vianney. Okay. And I wanted to share people, yeah, about what I read. So here's the subject. Now tell me if you're gonna react if you see a title like this. This has something to do with title psychology or subject psychology. Very important for you to understand that we don't just make titles or subjects. We sometimes ask the AI to help us. Or if you're used to this like I do, I've been doing this for 15 years or more. I'm used to making titles like this. That's the content, okay? You'll get to read this. I'll send this. Okay, if you're not yet a subscriber, you should, because you won't be able to read this. This is an actual essay I wrote last night. So there you go. So that's the title. Emoji, they killed priests, nuns, plus Catholics. And then visual editor, I'll just pick classic editor so I don't have to edit anything. Yeah, there it is, classic editor. And then I click on save. And then I click on it again because I want to. And there it is. They killed nuns and priests. And there's a preview. Usually I make a tease in the preview. If you have notes, type the word subject, curiosity, preview, tease. And this is how he grew up. Okay, this is the tease. Okay, tease is to give a teaser. So I'm going to now copy my email, which I wrote yesterday. So this is for people who are storytellers like me. So this is about a book I read. I'm reading, sorry. Okay. So there it is. Yeah, there's the story. I wrote this. It's grammar-wise, I have a tool called Grammarly to fix the grammar, but generally I just let the grammar go wrong sometimes. Not perfect, but 99% perfect. But because somebody told me, my father said, poor grammar equals poor respect, stuff like that. So I use an app to fix my grammar, which means I am not good at grammar. I use Grammarly. Okay, you can use AI to help you as well. I've been a subscriber to Grammarly before the AI craze, so that's why. So there is the email there, no links at all, just telling the story. So what is the value of this story? Oh, there's a link here. I'm asking people to buy from Amazon, but that's not the point of an Amazon book link here. The point is for them to read the story about John Marie Vianney. The statue is not here, sorry. Somebody put in my son's room. So John Marie Vianney is a saint who is the patron saint of what? Priests, and is pretty famous for eating potatoes continuously, even rotting potatoes. And why is that a big deal? He also is the subject of demonic disturbances. A lot of it, they don't let him go. So he just laughs at them sometimes but he says something like, oh, it's just you. They show themselves to him in their like crazy, ugly forms. He's so used to them, seeing them show up in their ugly form, that he's not afraid. But at the same time, not because he's used to them, but because he knows these guys can't really do anything. They're masters of deception. When you watch a Hollywood movie, demons are like that. And then everything is pretend. Is that really blood? No. Did she really die? No. It's all acting. So demons are like that. So John Marie Vianney's story is much like that. There are demons, and then he knows they're really powerless, so he just laughs them off. But I'm not yet at that story. I'm just at the very start when he was a soldier and when he was a young boy. And it's so interesting. I said a story here. I gave a short version of the story here. You should read this. Okay, so this is me sending a story about Catholic killers. These are the French. And really, nobody covers this in history shows or YouTube or anything. So anyway, I'm going to send this to everyone, literally everyone, because this is not a marketing email. So I'm just going to pick who am I going to send this to, include everyone. Where's everyone? I mag-scroll, wait lang. I want to select everyone. Yeah, okay, so that's everyone there. Did I say select all? Select all. Okay, I got everyone tagged in. And I'm now going to save and send to everyone. No, there it is. I'm sending it to everyone. And that is how you send a story, okay, in the system that I'm using, which is found in the chat room, okay? All right, yeah, if you're interested in what is the system that you're using, make sure you check the notes of the video that you're watching so you can follow along with me, okay? It's extremely free to join, so you don't have to worry about that. To execute this properly, when I say execute, really send an email. That's when you need to buy your email name and domain name and stuff like that. That's going to be the topic for our show tomorrow. Yes? You're interested in that? The show tomorrow will help you get started in the setup, because setting this up means you need to have a domain name and a private email name. So that's the website to go, jomar.club/like/systeme. This is the link, my link to join and create an account, a free account in the system that I'm using. It's literally called Systeme in French, but since we're not French, we call it Systeme, but that's Systeme in French, okay? So that's your demo on how to use that email broadcasting or newsletter, or they call it email blasting tool. And this is your legitimate email blast that will not get you in trouble with law or anyone, because it's real, it's legit and legal. Okay. All right, let's move on to, where are we? Okay, the demo's done. Let's go and show you some complaints. Okay, some complaints. So here are some complaints that people might have when we are talking about email marketing. Is that okay, guys? So the first complaint would be, Jomar, I can't really do writing, no, because I'm not a writer. So I'm going to give you a way out, because I know it's scary to do this, yes? So the way out would be, you can hire me to write your first 10 emails. How does that work, Jomar? So all you have to do, okay, is book an interview with me. I'll interview you, get to know your message, your story, whatever it is that you're thinking, your product. I'll interview you about your product. And then I'm going to write 10 emails for you, right? And just for 9,000 bucks. And this is going to be your first 10 emails that you will use to introduce yourself, like a story, and then to use to introduce your product, like testimonials, or any story that I will extract from the interview. So this is a one-on-one thing, very cheap at 9,000, just to help you get started in email marketing if you're a business owner. Do grab this immediately, because this is just a trial price. No, these things don't go that cheap. An interview and 10 emails written for you. Jomar, it's so easy. You just use AI, correct? You use AI. That's why I'm teaching you. You use AI. But if that's not easy for you to use AI, let me interview you and write your first 10 emails for you. So I only use AI for grammar. Okay. So if you are serious and learning this, you need to learn how to write anyway. So let me just interview you. So based on the interview, which I will give you a copy of, you can see, oh, so this is how he wrote the email. Then you can now figure out, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. This is how I will write. When this is you talking, okay? So to give you a head start, for just 9,000 bucks, this offer is not gonna last very long, okay? First one person to get it gets it at 9,000. Next one will get it at 10. The next one is 11, and then 12. Just keep increasing. So the first person to get it, grab it at 9K. I'll talk to you next week, and then maybe this Saturday. And then first 10 emails, you'll get it immediately. Just give me like 7 days, I can make your emails, all right? And then I'll help you plug it in. You already know how to plug it in. It's a copy-paste job, okay? So it's ideal for people who have a product to sell immediately, because we're not just going to make emails to introduce people to you. We want people to get to know your product as well, so you can sell it, whatever it is, or service. So if you're too busy, you're not a writer, then you let me help, okay? So the promise is each one of the emails will sound like you. It will tell your story and will connect it to whatever product or service that you sell, okay? So make sure you send me a message, DM me with email 10 if you want to get in. Next time you'll see this message, the price will probably be higher. Okay. Now, let me talk about something different. These are the two types of emails that you can use for a six-figure mindset. And that's the campaign email, which is a series of 10. I told you I'm going to make 10, right? So this is a series of emails that builds up to sell the product. Okay. And then the next one is broadcast. So this is what I just showed you earlier. This is the newsletter that I will send the story right now, or I'm going to announce my webinar tomorrow. So I'm going to send it one time. I will not repeat it. So this one is called the Set Once Earns Repeatedly, the campaign. So this is what I'm going to write for you. And this is like a spur of the moment thing. Okay, there's a big event happening. There's a storm. You talk about the storm. That's what a broadcast is. Okay, those are the types of emails. So one of the big benefits of the email is the amount of touch points it gives you. What is a touch point? It's when people talk to you. That's when people attend your webinar. That's a touch point. Or when people see your post on social media and they like it and comment, that's a touch point. So in marketing, especially in online, if you have a lot of touch points, you have a lot of sales. You have a notebook, write it down. A lot of touch points, a lot of sales. Okay. Next. Now, you need as many as you need to close the sale, and more touch points if you want to nurture and then resell or sell again. Okay, that's how it works. So in a typical year, you can probably create 50 emails for each customer, because every week, one email. You need 3 to 7 emails to get to knowing, hello, hi, and 5 to 10 emails to launch a product. Okay. In other words, to talk about the product, you don't send one email. You talk about 5 to 10 emails just to talk about the product. And for example, I'm going to launch the AI thing, for example. So I will need 5 to 10 emails to launch the AI thing, whatever that thing is. Okay. And after people buy, you have to welcome them in and tell them what to do and stuff like that. Update them about whatever they bought. So this post-purchase. And then there's weekly emails telling stories like I did kanina. And there are other special emails that are not fit for beginners, but this is the future, that if you use the system that I'm talking about, the one whose name is actually Systeme in French, you can set up cart abandonment, referrals, reactivations. These are too technical and too advanced for beginners. You have it if you want it. So 50 touch points a year with now ad spent. Okay, so that's there. So let me wrap this up by showing you the setup steps, because this is important. Before you even try to send an email, there are 2 kinds of setup steps. One is the technical setup, which I'm just going to breeze through. This one, the brand, which we'll discuss tomorrow. The email settings, DNS, very technical. I'll help you set that up. The legal details, the landing page, the automation, the testing, all of those needs to be set up. And there's also something called the non-techie steps. These are called decision steps. No? So what are these? Now, I'm going to give this checklist to those who are subscribed to the newsletter. Okay, so make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter. What is the newsletter? It's the 6-figure newsletter. So make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to give the QR code later. Otherwise, if you don't subscribe, you just take a picture of this one. Okay. So the newsletter will give you this before computer use checklist, will ask you the important questions before you even set up your brand. Yes, because without a brand, you're nameless in the internet. When you go to Lazada, you buy a branded item. Yeah, otherwise you don't trust them. So if you want to start your 6-figure income, you need to have a brand. Before you have a brand, you need to make decisions. So this is, I think, 9 or 10 questions you need to answer in this non-techie checklist. And then there are the questions, and there's, these are some of the questions you need to consider. This is non-techie questionnaire steps. If you want to get it, make sure you get into the newsletter. I'll be sending that in the newsletter. This is the, wait lang. The newsletter is this one here, awesome.jhilary.com/6figure. This is the 6-figure. This is the QR code for the 6-fig. To get that checklist, make sure you subscribe to it. Okay? I'm going to load that to those who will be joining or watching after this show. Okay, so this is the QR code. Make sure you're subscribed. All right. Are you still there? Do you want to learn more? So this is the checklist you're going to get. Okay, because I still have some stuff. So what are the appropriate mindsets you need to have? Sorry, I'll just drink some water. Okay. Okay. You still cool, guys? So this is all about the 6-figure mindset. What are the mindset you need to have to prepare your brain and your business for a 6-figure payday? That's like when I say payday, it's like monthly income. Okay, 6-figure monthly income. So these are some mindsets. Now this is done in a quiz form. You pick the answer A or B. So here are your choices. I don't want to bother people with emails. Every email is a digital asset that builds trust and sells daily. Which one are you? Just answer truthfully. Answer in your mind. Which one is it? Next, I posted it in Facebook already. Versus my email list is my empire. Social platforms are just rented space. I'll send emails when I'm not busy. Versus my automations sell for me 24/7, even while I sleep or rest. Number 4, I'm not a good writer. Versus copywriting turns words into cash. It sharpened the skill like a blade. Number 5, people didn't buy after my promo. Versus some leads take 30, 60, even 180 days. I patiently warm them up. 6-figure mindset. I don't check any metrics. It's too techy for me. Versus I watch clicks, opens, replies. Numbers tell me what to fix next. Number 7, email is boring. I want to go viral. Versus I don't chase vanity. Email gives me consistent, measurable sales. And that is why you should use email and how you should use email. All right. Final reminders. Make sure you subscribe to our 6-fig. There it is. six-fig newsletters to get the PDF of the checklist, the pre-brand checklist, the before you even start email marketing checklist. You need to see that, okay? And if you want to learn how to share this video and then win some prizes through our affiliate contest, then make sure you sign up as an affiliate, no? And to do that, you go to this link, which is also this QR code here, okay? This helps you get acquainted in the world of affiliate marketing, all right? Now, this is for affiliates. If you want to share this link of this video and then earn in the process, you become an affiliate by going here, and the instructions will be sent to you by email. Actually, the emails are not typed by me tonight. They have been pre-typed by me many years ago, and then you're going to receive those emails as typed by me years ago, wherein instruct you on how to do affiliate marketing, even if you're a beginner. Some announcements. I'd like to give announcements. So I have this course. You remember, it's 3 nights to 3. Wait, I'm gonna look for the course details. It's not here. Anyway, the course happening on September is 3 nights, 2x client getting workshop and client getting website, sorry. And the bonus I have for that is happening this Saturday. Okay. So for those of you thinking, oh, what am I going to learn AI stuff? So the AI bonus is happening Saturday at 8 p.m. I will be showing you what you're going to learn. Game, it's a video. Let me just figure out which one I'm going to show to you guys. Okay, so I hope it works. There's several of this. I'm going to show you 2. Tell me if you can hear the audio, okay?
This Saturday, 8 p.m. Build Reels using AI avatars. Extract real facts, not guesses. For employees and business owners who think they know AI. You don't. Show up. Or fall behind. Join 3 nights 2x client getting launchpad, free bonus. Or grab this for 1,599 pesos.
Okay, let's try another one. There's several of this stuff.
This Saturday, 8 p.m. Talking avatars. Prompts that extract truth, not guesses. Videos done in minutes. For employees and business owners who haven't seen this, join us. Or get left behind. Join 3 nights, 2x client getting launchpad to get this free bonus. Or get it separately for only 1,599 pesos.
Okay. Okay, what they said? Can you hear what they said? This is for batch 2, okay, of the 3x challenge. It's not for batch 1 to join again if you want to get this new bonus, all right? So let me show you another one, right? Let's show to do this from start to end.
This Saturday, 8 p.m. Talking avatars. Prompts that extract truth, not guesses. Videos done in minutes. For employees and business owners who think you haven't seen this, join us. Or get left behind. Join 3 nights, 2x client getting launchpad to get this free bonus. Or get it separately for only 1,599 pesos.
So I'll show you the other one, okay? By tomorrow, I'll probably have another set. You know, this is fun.
Discover what AI can really do. Create reels with avatars in minutes. Use prompts that give clear, true answers. For curious minds ready to level up. You're closer than you think. Join us. Let's build together. Join 3 nights, 2x getting launchpad, bonus included. Or get it solo. If only you know how, your business would benefit.
Okay. All right, let me check this out. This is not the QR for the 3x2 nights. I don't know what the QR is. I'm just gonna find it for you guys. So that is just an announcement for the upcoming Saturday thing. No, that's the bonus for joining us in the 3 nights. So there are 2 ways to join that AI event. You either join the 3 nights or you just get the AI event. I will only do this once because the world of AI is so fast that I don't think it's worth doing another thing if you really see the world of AI is so fast. So I will do this only once. So this is the QR code for the 3x2x, 3 nights 2x client getting launchpad. This would be your smartest move to get that bonus this Saturday. All right. The AI event is 1,599 alone. Okay, 19. You just get that happening if you don't want to get my 3 nights 2x, which happens on September. This is 1,999. Okay, so I'll give you 2 options now. Either you join us for this one, we're giving away that AI bonus, or you just go 1,599 just for the evening on Saturday. So the videos you showed, just one aspect of that. You'll learn several other things, and that's part of the reel or TikTok or shorts technology of AI today. That's one. One is another way to create reels, totally different, using text, typing. Okay. The other one is also typing. That's completely different technology. At least 2 technologies on making reels, 2 different ones. Also another one on draw. It's draw, make into an image, something like that. Okay. And there's another one is how do you get AI, how do you force AI to tell you the truth? Yeah, so this is a long prompt, and I'll teach you how to use it, incorporate it into your workflow so you never forget to use the long prompts that you will know. Those are just some of the lessons you will learn 8 o'clock on Saturday night. So you guys, hope you'll join us there. And thank you for joining me today into this show on the six-figure mindset. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the branding part, because without the brand, it's not really good to send emails, and it's not really smart to expect a six-figure income when you don't have a brand. All people with six-figure mindsets have brands. All right, this has been Jomar. Thank you so much for joining me, and please keep praying for this series to continue in spite of all setbacks. God bless. See you tomorrow at 8.